Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, what we have here is Newsom suffering the consequences of his actions. Because, for whatever reason, these people would think that it's okay that to try to do these type of gender transition laws and thinking people are just going to go along with it, that people are not going to be angry. When you try to teeter and go to the very low percentage of American people that are quite obviously insane, you're not going to have a very good time. You're going to have a huge pushback against these type of things, and I think the culture at the moment is on our side. So Gavin Newsom, you have really wakened the slow beast that is within America, because now you are going to be suffering the consequences. What has happened here, as of on Monday, Newsom signs law barring schools from requiring that parents be informed of child gender transition. Pretty much stating that, if you have your child that's going to school and the kid says like, oh, I want to be transgender or whatever, the school can now legally not notify the parents of it. That's pretty much the gist of it. So they can do whatever they want to your child. The school can't notify the parents of it. And horrible things are going to happen to your child without your notice because, Gavin Newsom legalized that. California Governor Gavin Newsom signed legislation Monday barring school districts from requiring that parents be informed of their child's change in sexuality or gender identity without the child's permission. The legislation, Assembly Bill 1955, overrules school boards with policies in place requiring that schools be transparent with parents about their child's perceived sexual orientation or gender identity, an issue that remains an active subject of debate, especially given its potentially life-altering consequences. California is the first state to adopt such legislation, and it remains to be seen whether other Democratic states follow its example. The legislation will almost certainly face legal challenges and greater scrutiny if Newsom remains a National Democratic Party figure. The start of the Republican National Convention and failed assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump greatly overshadowed Newsom signing the AB 1955. Kind of convenient, right? That why you would allow this to happen, because I think, Gavin, if you had more eyes on you, this would be attacked more greatly. But of course, this is what's going on here. But now, Gavin Newsom has other problems, right? Gavin Newsom has other problems. Because what we have here, Southern California School District sues Gavin Newsom over new transgender law. It's like you expect Gavin Newsom to get away with this stuff, and it's just not going to work. We had a protest recently where a whole bunch of people protested the transgender stuff in their schools, and you thought, this is a good idea, let me just go with this. This is an amazing idea. Ignoring those people, and then expecting to I'm going to get away with this, right? This is something I'm going to get away with. And you're not getting away with it, because now you're getting sued. A Southern California school district involved in an ongoing legal battle with the state over the district's gender identity policy sued Democratic Gavin Newsom Tuesday over a new law banning districts from requiring that parents be notified of their child's gender identification change. So it was literally within 24 hours, guys, that Gavin Newsom got sued by a Southern school district. Now, I want you guys to start understanding here. The Southern School District, or anything that's in the Southern, is mostly would be considered LA and San Francisco, which would be one of the bigger places that you would call that would be, a Southern School District, right? These are the places that, that's Southern. And then you also have San Diego as well. So if you come into this place, you're really not going to go well here. It says the Chino Valley Unified School District and a handful of parents agreed the law violates the rights of parents protected under the U.S. Constitution. School officials do not have the right to keep secrets from parents, but parents do have a constitutional right to know what their minor child or children are doing at school. Emily Ray, a lawyer representing the district, said in a statement. But Newsom's spokesperson Izzy Gilden called the lawsuit deeply unserious and said the new law preserves the child-parent relationship. How does it preserve the child-parent relationship? How? because you're not letting the parent know what is going on with their child. That doesn't preserve anything. It, in fact, actually damages a child-parent relationship because now the parent doesn't know what's going on with their child at school. That's like saying your child is getting completely beat up at school or raped or whatever, and then you are not notifying the parent of what's going on at school to your child, and then saying, oh, this is by not letting the parent know, this is preserving the child and parent relationship. This is completely asinine. That is not what it's doing, and you are lying out of your face. Californian law ensures minors can't legally change their name or gender without parental consent, and parents continue to have guaranteed and full access to their students' educational records consistent with federal law, Gardner said in an email. We're confident the state will swiftly prevail in this case. Attorney General Rob Bonta sued Chino Valley Unified over a rule its board approved last year requiring staff to notify parents if their children change their gender identification or pronouns. Bonta said the law discriminated against gender non-conforming students. A judge halted the policy while the case plays out, and the district later updated the rule to broadly require parents to be notified if their child asks to make any changes to their student records. LGBTQ advocacy groups lauded the new California law, while opponents said the ban makes it harder for schools to be transparent with parents. Yes, because the schools are not going to let the parents know anything that's going on with their child at all, because they have to be known. This is insane. So, due to this, not only is Gavin Newsom getting sued, right? Elon Musk is now fleeing California. He is taking his SpaceX, his Twitter, SpaceX, and X accounts, not X account, but X, or Twitter, away from California and moving it to Texas. You now have a $200 billion company that is SpaceX, and a Twitter account which is also worth billions of dollars, out of California and potentially taking those jobs with him. What are you doing, Gavin Newsom? You're already at like a $30 billion deficit. I don't know how you're going to solve this one. You're making people leave, you're causing this to happen, and now you're losing a $200 billion company? Insanity. It says Elon Musk has had it with California. He's relocating SpaceX and X to Texas after California Gavin Newsom signed a law designed to keep parents in the dark about their kids' gender identities. This is the final straw, Musk tweeted yesterday. So I want to actually show you the tweet here. He said, "This is the final straw. Because of this law and the many others that preceded it, attacking both families and companies, SpaceX will now move its HQ from Hawthorne, California to Starbase, Texas. My apologies." He goes on to say, "I did make it clear to Governor Newsom about a year ago that laws of this nature would force families and companies to leave California to protect their children," and he's already getting sued within 24 hours of this law coming into place, and Elon Musk is now leaving the state. You're destroying the state of California, Gavin Newsom. Repeal this law, push back this law, because obviously it's having a horrible negative side effect of what's going on here. And Newsom and co. arrogantly think the state is better suited to raise children than their own mother and father. The new law bans school boards outright for requiring parents to be notified. To any sane person, that's upside down. If anything, the state should ban schools from keeping parents in the dark. And no company should want its employees' families slammed this way. So, yeah, that's what's going on here in California. So, Gavin Newsom decided to, for recap, Gavin Newsom decided to make it to where schools don't need to inform their child of their gender transition, and within 24 hours, Gavin Newsom gets sued, and Elon Musk takes his SpaceX and X company away from California and moves it to Texas, emboldening the Texas state and weakening the California state. I don't know what else to tell you guys, but this guy's a grade A moron and keeps failing everywhere he goes to whatever policies that he puts in place. And I got a feeling this is not the end of it, and I think a lot of people are going to be angry. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and take care. I'm disgusted.
about what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted, cause it's algorithmic disease, the social media.